I didn't record it. So hi again. I'm gonna start again. So it's an amazing workshop, and we're gonna have the 2 days together. 2 days of an amazing content, workshop style, and then so today we will be reflecting on the past year, and then the second day we will have the opportunity to chat a little bit more. You can ask me questions, and we can talk about my program as well. And I will do an amazing clearance meditation visualization. So I want you to see tomorrow. If you can join me, that would be great. I'm super excited to do this reflection together to just clear the slate, clear all the negatives, all the limiting beliefs, doubts, everything that's no longer serving you behind in the 2022, and bring all the beautiful new things into the next year. So there's a lot of people that ask me for recordings. I know it's a busy year, busy time of year, Christmas. A lot of people are very busy, and they will do this in recordings, in replays, and they'll do it at their own pace during maybe Christmas when it's quieter, and it's a nice time to do this as well. So I will start by introducing myself, a little introduction, but I also want, before I do that, guys, I want you to tell me something that maybe is a secret, or maybe is like one thing that people don't know about you. Is there anything that maybe you're shy to share? Maybe there is a hobby or a talent, something that people don't know about you. Maybe share in the chat, because I know you guys who are here on this call, and but I want to know maybe there's something more. For example, for me, I one thing like that, I don't know if you know, but one thing for me was I was singing on stage. I was a singer. I sang with the choir and also on stage. I did like some solo performances and stuff like that when I was a child. I used to love singing. I was singing everywhere, like in the shower, outside, everywhere. And it was like my place of joy and happiness, stuff like that. What is one thing that what is your uniqueness? Maybe if there's some hobby or anything you can share in the chat, I would like to see. Ladies, join. The ladies that joined, can you share? And while you're sharing, I'm gonna introduce myself, like a little introduction for the people that will be watching later. My story is very interesting and very happy at the same time. So I am a mom of 4 beautiful daughters. I live in Ireland. I am originally from Latvia, and I came to Ireland 18 years ago. All my life, pretty much from the age of 18, I worked with transport, with logistics. I was managing loading ships. It was very masculine work I was doing, and deliveries. And 2.5 years ago, at the end of my logistics career, thanks God, back then I was working in the office, and I was hating it. I was hating it, and I was dreaming. I had this little voice telling me that I meant for more inside, and I was dreaming that maybe someday I will be painting. And on the side, I had like this hobby, painting, and hoping that I will be maybe doing this professionally one day, and become a professional artist. And my dream was actually every morning when I was dropping my girls in the morning to the crash. It was 7 o'clock in the morning, and I had to go to the office. I was dreaming how one day maybe I will be able to just drop them to school, go for a walk, and enjoy myself, enjoy my life, and then maybe go back to my studio, paint. Like, this was one of my dreams that I actually manifested, and it's incredible. Like, the feeling of this is just incredible. And of course, I manifested more things. And 2 years ago, I got introduced to my first coach. And for the first time in my life, I decided to do something for myself. So I went ahead and I invested in this program, in the self-development program. I got introduced to universal laws, to law of attraction, and the most important, law of vibration. And this work helped me to take leaps of faith. And then 6 months on, I decided to quit my job, and I quit my job, full-time job that I was really fearful to lose because I didn't know what's going to happen. I didn't have any other income sources. Yes, I was painting, but I never sold one painting. So it was very, very scary. But I did it, and I manifested for myself that my artwork will be sold for 1,000 euros and more, and I will be getting 10,000 euros and more per month. And all of this happened, and so I feel incredible. It's amazing that things actually happen, and you can manifest anything if you really think about it, if you really want it. So long story short, 6 months ago, because I love this material so much, my life changed so much, I started to share it with people. I shared it with other people, and then I also led the mastermind for one of the coaches. And from then on, I realized that I really like to teach this material, and I could spend hours and hours and days studying it. And then my life changed when 6 months ago. Again, I took a leap of faith and I created my own coaching program, accountability program, that some of my students already finished. And this was an amazing journey since. I love helping people, and I love them to become a better versions of themselves and then flourish and transform their life. It's just making me so complete, so full. And I already have a few graduates. Some of them are here, and it just makes me so happy and full of love. And when I listen to your wins, guys, it's just it's amazing. And this journey for me is just incredible. So that's my story. And if we talk about it, and you can see that in my story, and my story is a true evidence how powerful our mind really is. And you are powerful, and you can create your life. And this is what I'm going to talk to you about today. Everything that I have brought into my life has been direct reflection of the change inside, of the change within me. And I want you to understand that everything comes from the inside out. Nothing comes from the outside. And a lot of people are trying to manipulate outside world. You know, we see things around us and we want to try to change people, maybe like your husband or your partner, or we want to change experiences or circumstances. We want, to change people, or what the people think about us, or so on and so on. But actually, nothing will change around you until you go back and change inside first. And so today we will be talking about reflection, and tomorrow we'll go back to create this beautiful vision and goal for 2023. So you will have a beautiful, deep, expansive homework. Hopefully you have the link or you've downloaded it. If you haven't yet downloaded it, I'm gonna share it with you later. But it's gonna be a 3-step process. So first we will, number one, we will reflect on the past year. It's very, very important to just take time to sit down and to reflect on the last year. We will then bless and release based on that reflection. And then step 3 will be, we create our goals for 2023, our vision, and also further ahead. The most important part, guys, for you today, and this is what my wish for you is to, when you feel this worksheet, that you think, that you observe yourself and examine your own thoughts and feelings. I want you to pay attention to the emotional processes that are happening, looking at what are you thinking, what are your thoughts are when you answer those questions. And maybe there will be some patterns that will be showing up as well. I want you to really notice and like take a note of those things. Take a note, where in life do you react to the things as well? Yes, pay attention. What is it that makes you react? If we think about the manifestation process, and people that manifest the most are actually the people that control their emotions better, or can I say regulate their thoughts and then feelings better or with ease. So if we want to manifest more into our lives, we not only we have to vibrate high and all of that, but what we also need is we want to be able to regulate our emotions. So there will be all different stuff happening to us, people around us that will be negative or different negative energies. But the people that are staying true to themselves, that work and look at things from the inside out, they are manifesting quicker, better, easier. So by regulating your thoughts and feelings with ease, you can then manifest things. You will attract things into your life with ease too. Um, yeah, it is important to know that your feelings, until you go within and observe, you cannot really know what makes you happy or what makes you sad. Or so this regulation of feelings, we need to really observe, we need to reflect first, and then we know what makes us sad. Maybe I need to, and then you notice that there are some patterns or some things that happen in life for you that are actually affecting you, and you can then shift those. You can try to maintain your emotions and try to stay in higher vibration as much as you can. Try to hold those higher vibration, not by just judging, oh, I didn't do this again, I felt sad all day or something. That no, we never judge, but just become aware maybe of the situations, things that make you feel a little bit less, stuff like that. So I want you to really like pay attention every time there is a thought, every time there is a feeling, or maybe you're feeling off. Just think about what happened, what made me feel this way. Yeah, so don't be hard on yourself, don't judge, don't start judging why you did or did not do something. It doesn't matter, just let it go, but just observe. This observation is key, this awareness. We're going to talk about awareness a little bit later. So what we start with few happier moments throughout the day. Start with happier moments, then they might be happier hours, and then they will come as the happier days, and then hopefully we can live happier months, and so on and so on. So ask yourself a question: how can I allow more happiness into my life? How can I allow more gratitude? How can I allow more love and more joy? So step number one is to reflect and really ask, what is it that can be affecting me? What are you focused maybe on that is making you unhappy about something? So this reflection is great because a lot of the time I worked with my clients, and a lot of the time it goes back to the lack of self-worth, lack of worthiness in some way, and we can always work with that. So if you ask yourself question, really, why is it that you're not allowing yourself more joy, more happiness? And it's it's crazy, but actually for us, for people, I want you to understand that to stay, it's natural for us to be happy. It's natural for us to feel joy and love. And it takes a lot of energy to stay in that negative vibration. Naturally, when we were born as babies, we were in this happy, joyful, amazing state. But what happens with our education, with how we've been brought up, it's more and more of this negativity has been put onto us, and we think that it's actually natural for us to be not happy, which is total bullshit. So I want you to understand it's here, it's always here for us, the joy, the happiness, and it's our natural state. And it just depends on, are we choosing it or not? So you have the choice, you always have the choice to go for the happiness or to go for the sad thought, or maybe go to, I don't know, some negativity or judgment. You can always replace that. So once you're reflecting that, you're aware of that, you can always replace that. So ask yourself, what is it that you're focused on right now? Something that you can maybe shift, or something that you can improve. Yeah, so a lot of people blame, or kind of say, oh, I'm stressed, I don't know, I'm stressed, I'm anxious, I have no time, I don't know what's happening. And stress isn't something that you have, and stress is something that you do. I want you to understand that. It is important to understand how you choose to perceive and respond to situation determines how you experience the life. So if you want to experience life in a beautiful, nice, amazing way, you want to perceive and respond to situation differently. So how do you take and respond right now to the situations? How do you perceive situations? Remember that stress isn't something that you have, it is something that you do, and you can always change that. Okay. So nobody can hurt your feelings. Nobody from the outside can take any power over you. So I want you to take this power back. You have all the right to choose what you want and to create in your life what you want. So you make yourself stressful because it's something that you do. It's nothing to do with you have. And this actually is amazing. Like if you think about it, you have a choice. So do you want to stay in this stressful and this always busy type of life, or do you want to take leap of faith and maybe do something about it? So what is it that you choose? And you can always choose something different. You always have a choice. Take this power back and understand also that it's your life, you live once, and definitely don't take into consideration other people's opinions, and especially if they're negative, or if there's their relatives, family around you that actually putting you down. Try to understand it's the cheapest commodity. Opinions have nothing to do with you, and just let them go. It's nothing to do with you. If they say something about you that you can't achieve something, you can have something, it's only for them. They can't achieve something, then they can't have it, and you can have everything that you put your mind up to. Okay. So this is important to understand, that there is a growth, okay? And to grow, and this growth path that we can take, it's to become a higher versions. And when we come to this earth, our soul chooses to actually grow. And how we can grow is we can just grow by becoming higher versions of ourselves. And how can we grow? The most important thing to understand is that you grow through helping people. And through helping people, you will help to yourself to grow. So it's a little bit of awareness to understand that we only grow through helping other people. So what is it that you can do to make another person's life a little bit better? What is it that you can do that maybe help someone, or what is it that you can do to serve other people better? And understand that for us to grow, for our soul to grow, is we need to be open to the world. We need to help people. Okay, we can't just close off and be in our own little world. We will never grow. So if we want to be on this path of growth, we need to open up, we need to help people, and we have to surround ourselves with people. This awareness is a great place, and a lot of people ask me, what is awareness? And it is a great question, and awareness is actually a great place to be. It is your ability to understand that you're not your thoughts, you're not your body, you're not your feelings, and you're not your actions, not something that you've done or you didn't do. Awareness is actually, you are what is aware of all of that. So nothing to do with thoughts, feelings, body, no. Awareness it's you that is aware of all of that. So you take a step back. You can, by becoming aware, you can take a step back, and you can actually take control over all of those things, over your thoughts, over your feelings, your actions. And then if there's something that you don't like about your actions or thoughts or feelings, you can always regulate. And this is the beautiful place of awareness. So I want you to understand that awareness is an amazing place to be in. And we'll when we started this material, it's the big path to this beautiful awareness, and we call it higher level of awareness. So the more you study the higher level of awareness, you become. And what that means, it's not that you're better, or no, we are all amazing human beings, but higher level of awareness is just to say that the person that has this higher level of awareness, they can actually they know themselves better, they can better regulate their emotions, and they can discipline their thinking more, their feelings more. So this is what the higher level of awareness is. It's actually the ability to to really know yourself better. So the more you know yourself really, really deep down, the more you are higher aware. Hopefully that you understand that. And it's also about the climbing of this ladder of belief. We are growing and we kind of take one step at a time, one ladder at a time, and we shift this awareness. And this is how our awareness is shifting. Its ability to see some things different, to feel things different, all of that. And so this is what we want to work on. Okay, what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna share this. We can go back to the spreadsheet. Actually, I might share this. I hope that made sense. And let me just share my screen. Where is the, yeah, so here it is. I'm gonna try to present it nicely. Okay, so let's get back to our sheet. So it's 22 reflection and goal setting for 2023. Let's see if I can, yeah, control it. Okay, I spoke a little bit about myself, you know who I am. That's great. So here I want to now talk to worksheet. Do you have a worksheet? Can you do it with me, guys? Or if you don't, what we're gonna do is we're gonna just answer a few questions. I will give you some time. I will give you maybe 15 minutes. I'm gonna put some quiet music on and we'll go through this together. And then you can take some more time and do this at your own pace. But I will give you the questions to answer, okay? So often we have a big dreams and plans and so on, and we want to feel good, aligned and abundant and happy and confident and all of those things. And the list goes on. And then months roll by and it's December and we got up in our lives. Nothing changes really. And so the key point here then is to really ask and see, why is this happening? What is happening within me? What, like everything that I spoke about right now, this awareness, and start to understand why some things might be going the way they're going, what is stopping me. And together, when we will go through all of those questions, we will understand a little bit more. So you'll start to identify who you've been being, and then you can also better understand who you need to become in order to create some beautiful success for your business, for yourself, for your personal life, and so on and so on. So before we get started, and when you're going to do this at home, I want you to feel comfortable, get yourself a drink, maybe have a cup of tea or something, and take make a place for yourself. Yeah, maybe I like something, I don't know what it is, but recently I just like to put some cushions on the floor and just sit on the floor and just enjoy myself with some blankets around me, have a cup of coffee, and I like to ground myself. I don't know why I feel grounded this way. And then you can print out, if you have the page, if you can print it out, if you have printer at home, it's best, just to be able to answer all those questions. And if you have a little candle, light the candle, put some relaxing music on, and then let's answer the questions honestly. So we start with question number 1. How would you sum up this year? Yeah, so I'm gonna leave those questions here and we're gonna just together go through them and answer. I'm gonna do that with you as well, guys. And we will reflect today on some of those. There will be some important ones at the end. We will, the ones that we will burn, we will bless and release. But for now, I want you to think, how would you sum up this year? What have you really loved about it? What have you not liked about it? What amazing people have you met in your life? What cool things have you experienced? Write it all down. Think about, what do you think, like what you loved about this year? gonna put some music here on my phone. See if we can. For those people who doesn't have the worksheet itself, just write the question and answer. Can you hear this? Edita, can you show me the thumb up? No? I guess there will be no music, but you can do it with music at home. You can put some music for yourself on your phone. You're gonna have like maybe 2 minutes per question, okay? So let's do this. So when I was telling my story, all of this happened this year. Everything that I have manifested and everything that I have done and met, like my coaches, my beautiful students, my coaching business started this year. Everything is just amazing. When I start to think about it, like this year was so good. So and I did reflect and I did reflection last year, so I'm just like I can't even imagine what's going to happen in 2023 for me. So how have you felt this year overall? What was the overall feeling? How did you feel? And notice also when you answer those questions, notice what's come up and write it down. It doesn't matter, is it good, is it bad? Don't judge, just write it down. Next question. What amazing things did you achieve? Big or small? Write them all down. So well, we're not going to do all of it. I want you to go back to this, but I want you to start. If you want to share with some of your aha moments or things like that, you're more than welcome to unmute yourself and just tell me if there's anything that you want to share. Okay. So what amazing things did you achieve? Big or small? Write them all out.
Actually, I'm struggling to explain how I felt this year
Mm-hmm.
and overall, because I know that it's different, very different, and there's few things that
Yeah. So
made
when
me
it
feel
comes to
different.
feeling, Edita, forget about your head and what your brain is telling you. Close your eyes. Breathe in, out, and just listen to yourself. Just ask yourself a question. How have I felt this year? What was the dominant feeling this year for me? And honestly, like anything that comes up to you, maybe there is different feelings, but there is a feeling. What do you feel?
Actually, few of them. The
Mm-hmm.
very first part of the year wasn't really exciting for me. And probably from this summer, it shifted,
So what is the
especially when I've,
feeling? So what is the feeling in the first part? It's like,
in the first part, it's somewhat like, ah, ah.
so it's like
But after that,
ignore.
it's shifting actually to something like, ooh,
Mm.
something more interesting, especially when I joined the coaching program with you.
Mm-hmm. So this means that like, so the feeling behind it then is like a little bit like a spring. You were shifting, you were developing from this little flower into the beautiful, yeah. So what is this word I'm looking for? What is the feeling behind it?
Blooming.
Yeah, I mean, maybe like not so much blooming, but growing. Yeah,
Yeah.
the feeling of growth, the feeling of expansion. Did you feel like you're expanding, you're changing?
Yeah,
Mm. And
I
then
do.
the first part, and this is incredible. Like it's important to understand that this is what we come from. So when first you like be without this contrast, without this doom and gloom, you're not really you don't realize what your bright side, what your joy and what you really like to do is, and that's how until you really try, you don't know. So I think it's an amazing year for you then. Overall you felt like you're growing, you're shifting, you're um yeah.
Yeah.
So
And it's
that's
actually much easier to develop your awareness, probably like to shift your mindset when you have a mentor
absolutely.
as like kind of a support from the side who
Yes,
explains you
because
some bits, like
yeah, your mentor was there and your mentor did all this, and she knows how to, she knows all, like she went through all of what you're going through, and she can help you, like give your hand and definitely like encourage you and stuff like that.
I appreciate that.
Thank you. Thank you, Tito. But so your overall feeling then is appreciation and this. So see, this is what comes now, like how you feel right now and how you felt the last few months. Beautiful. But this is awareness. This is what I was talking about in the first half of the lesson. I hope you understand that this is important work and we're doing it from inside out. So beautiful. This awareness gives us like, the true growing and the path of growth. That's how it happens. And for me, oh my God, I told you, through helping people, I grow so much. And through helping you guys, you know, and this is my dominant feeling. I feel expansion. I feel this growth. I feel this love, joy. Of course, there were moments of contrast for me as well, but all of them were here for me to learn something. And I really appreciate everything. Like I take everything with love, and I just oh. Like this year is absolutely amazing, and I hope you can relate as well. So then the things that you achieved this year, Flory, do you want to share? If you're here with us, Flory, are you here? Alexandra?
Yes, Diana, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah. So what things, big or small, do you think you achieved?
Yeah, so there are several things which I achieved, but which I think they are like more important. So the first is I started to pray more, then I started to exercise more, and I started to feel physically better than I used to feel. Also, I started to actually, I learned how to filter my destroying thoughts and learn to stop them at the very root. I learned to stop my fears. And I started to remind myself that everything, even if it is not good at the first sight, is happening for better. And everything will turn out well at the end. And just about this year, in general, I feel not bad.
Beautiful.
For
And
me, it was
then,
like a little bit like a quiet year. Yeah.
woohoo, congratulations. See this? So
Thank you.
what did you do in order to achieve those things? So now I want you to think, what did you do to become healthier? What did you do to shift those negative thoughts?
So
What did you
definitely.
So write all of those down, and that
Mhm.
would be your success strategy right there. Keep doing those things next year. Okay.
Okay.
So,
That's all
so
right.
let's do this. This is your next question then. Let's take 2 more minutes to just do this. Reflect on what things did you do in order to achieve those. Just write few things. We're gonna move to the next one because hopefully I can do that. So we're gonna go through few questions, not through all of them. Through all of them, you can go then, at your own pace and stuff like that. But maybe I just want to make sure you understand the meaning behind all of them as well. That's important. Okay, so we have this. Yeah. So then the next one is things to work on. What did you want to achieve but didn't? Okay, so there's always, maybe there was a goal that you wanted to achieve and you didn't. But think about things like that. Yes, maybe like a money sum or things like that. But I want you to not feel bad about the fact that you didn't make it happen. In fact, I want you to remind that everything happens always for a reason, and there is always a lesson for us, even if we didn't achieve something or something didn't happen, because there's always the right time and the right place for everything. And if it didn't happen last year, it means it just wasn't the right time or the right place for the thing. So it's just like a stepping stone. I want you to understand that if you didn't achieve something, it's okay. Don't judge, but just be aware of this. And then think, why do you think you didn't achieve them? What external challenges maybe arose that maybe you hold yourself back? So important thing is that you not just write that you didn't achieve it, but like go back, go again, go deep and really think, what is it inside that didn't let you to do this? Maybe there was something that was holding you back. Did you really do everything that you could to achieve that thing? Or were there things that you knew you should have done and you didn't? All of this reflection, and this is amazing that if you can write this down. Yeah. So then the next question will be, what were your biggest frustrations and challenges? I want all of it out, all of the frustrations, all of the challenges, especially like Ajita said in the beginning of the year, you had some. So what were they and what was holding you back? Yes, what was stopping you, or what things you didn't do? So everything that was stopping you from moving forward, what were those things? Think about them, and all the beliefs or all the worries and maybe doubts that didn't serve you, put them all on paper here. So we will be then surrendering and releasing those things in the next one. I'm just going to go through this quickly because I want to concentrate on one part that which we'll do together again. So another good question is, so something that didn't happen to you, or maybe you wanted to happen, but it didn't. Ask yourself questions. What do you need to do in order to make sure these challenges and frustrations don't hold you back next year? So if there was a challenge or there was something negative that was happening, is there something that you can do to make sure that they don't hold you back anymore? Yeah, now you've started to think about all of those things. If you sum up all of this, who you have been this year, what would you write about yourself? That's it's a good question to just think, how did I behave? How did I do? Did I do as much as I could? Did I behave well? Could I be better? And also think about what beliefs do you want to let go of as we move into the 2023. That's a good one. This is a good one as well, the best of the year. Think of the best social media tool, maybe something that you've learned. Think of the biggest win, something that you created for yourself, and maybe you want to share. And like, just this would be the page for you to just go back to and like maybe put it somewhere where you can see it, because you've done something and you have a win and you had the best month, and that month you did something different. And what are you most grateful for? Maybe one lesson that you learned. And then maybe the person that was supportive and you received like the most support from. So, and also right in the bottom, this has been the year that and what did you do this year? So this is the good page then maybe to cut and put on your fridge, or just stick somewhere so that you can see that you're actually doing great things. Yeah. And when you have this page, I want you to do a little dance. when you have this created, like this little lady there beside the sofa, little dance, celebrate. I want you to really go and celebrate the last year. Take a moment to think about everything that you have done over this past year and celebrate the good and the bad and the ugly, all of it. Thank it for coming. It was a contrast if it was negative, to make you to realize something, to make you to become aware of something. Make sure you give yourself credit for everything you have achieved and everything you have experienced. You are an amazing human being. And the very fact that you're doing this reflection today, you are here, means that you're ready to take on the next year and you are ready to manifest your dreams. Yeah, it's going to be magical year, guys, because when I've done this last year, look at my year today. I just want you to realize how much, and I will remind you, remember we did this reflection together. So you're gonna have amazing manifestations, everything that you want, everything will happen. You have to just believe in it and just become aware of some things. Yes, grow and do some growing and work on yourself. Yes, your mindset. So do a little dance, smile, go be grateful and enjoy your last year again. Like maybe think about things that made you so happy on the other page. What's important is the releasing of the year. So this is important part and I want to go through it in a little bit more detail. So it is important to be thankful for what you have. And Oprah Winfrey said, be thankful for what you have, you will end up having more. If you concentrate on what you don't have, you will never, ever have enough. So to wrap it up, this year, I want you to be grateful for every single day, for everything that you experience, for all the good and the bad, as I said. And even if you didn't manage to reach some of the goals or there were some challenges that you went through, it doesn't matter. I want you to just realize that you cannot really foresee everything and do not feel disappointed. It means that this year will be better. It means that you have learned something along the way. It's always a lesson. And by focusing on what didn't make or didn't happen, it only will lead to more unhappiness. So let's focus on everything that happened. Let's focus on everything that went great. And action to take here is over the next few days, when you go to bed, before sleep, I want you to take a few moments, like lying down in your bed, take a few moments and think about all the wonderful things that happened to you. What are you truly, truly grateful for? Yeah. The best attitude is the attitude of gratitude. So let's raise that. So, and the way to really get into this attitude of gratitude is to make the list of all the wonderful people that helped you this year, the people that were there for you and maybe inspired you, and the people who supported you, the people who made you happy. Ultimately, all the people that you're grateful for. So write the list of those people. And now you can reach out to those people. You can maybe write to them or just send them a little message, just thank them. Just make it a little bit more special. Maybe send them an email or send them a card or a little present or anything that you want. Just something to make them feel a little bit better and share this love and share your gratitude, share your appreciation. When you focus on what you're grateful for and when you act with gratitude, magic happens. And remember, in the beginning, I told you it is through people that we are getting, everything that we want, that we really, when we start growing and we start manifesting, it is through helping other people we grow. So you will start attracting the most amazing people into your life, the most amazing clients, the most amazing experiences when you are grateful for the people that you have right now. Okay, so think of those people. Maybe there is a couple that you want to just give a little extra thank you, little card or little note or little something. It's a little thing, but by doing it, you feel so much better. So now, this is the most important exercise, letting go. I want you to say goodbye to 2022, and I want you to write down all the things you want to let go of, all the things that you don't want to take into 2023 with you. So this could be bad habits, it could be some beliefs that were holding you back. So for example, you wanted to do something and you didn't do it, you just write down, I wanted to start gym December. So here, I want you to have the 12 months. So this the 12 months of the year: January, February, March, April. So like every little box will represent a year, a month in a year. So January will be and what you're going to do is to remind yourself, because you might have forgotten some things, but what you can do is you can go through your phone, go back to the pictures from January. Yeah, so go through the January pictures and like look through like things that happen, and maybe they will bring you back to memories. Maybe there's something that was happening that didn't really work out, stuff like that. Think of habits, or think of something like, for example, January, I want to start the gym, I'm going to the blah blah blah. I purchased, like I did it, so I'm talking about myself, purchased my New Year's resolution. I will be going to the gym, I will be exercising. Comes second week in January, I went 2 times and I didn't do it. So why didn't I commit? So I'm gonna write it down. Didn't go to the gym, didn't do this, didn't commit. Yeah, all of those negativity, I'm letting them go. I don't want to, like, next year, I want to make sure if I do start something, I finish it. I'm determined and I'm focused, yeah, and I'm disciplined. So I'm letting go of my undisciplinedness, or I'm letting go of my laziness. I'm letting go of my, things like that. Yeah. So what maybe you stopped? Maybe you started something and you didn't finish. What did you stop? Maybe there is something that bothered you, and you write it down. So maybe on in February there was like something that bothered you and you want to let it go. You don't want it to happen to you again. So you write it down, you release it. What did I do? Maybe there's something that hurt you, or you did something to hurt others and you felt like, yeah, I wouldn't do this maybe next time and I would prefer it differently. Maybe something in your relationship that you don't like that is happening right now or happened in 2022 that you want to write down and just say, release it. I don't want this to happen to me again. I'm releasing it. Yeah. So things like that for every month. You know what could be good as well? Go to social media. sometimes we post things like and they will remind us what was behind that post, and a lot of the time when we were like in maybe negative emotions or maybe positive, we were happy, we were sharing something. So all things like that, go through your posts, go through your pictures, videos on your phones, and they will help you to really reflect. So then for every month, when you find something negative that you think, I want to let this go, this is not serving me anymore, I want to leave it behind, I want you to write it down. We will cut this page. So where the scissors are, you cut this page and then you release this. Yes. So this would be the last thing. You will cut them out, set some time aside to go outside with those, or maybe like in the bowl at home, but just be careful. Or maybe if you have a fireplace, take a candle and a bowl and light each one and place in the bowl. Watch it lights up and then it goes in flame. And what you can say to yourself is, I release this now. I bless this. Thanks for being in my life. You served me for some reason, but I release this now. Yeah. So I want you to do this exercise today. And if you can, share in the group. So you know my group, I will share it with you as well. Or maybe just tag me, hashtag, just tag me. Yeah, and I will share on my social media as well. I want to see it. If you maybe take a picture of yourself burning it and just say, I'm releasing this now. Okay, that would be great. And so tomorrow now we'll go back to our visions and our goals. We will dream big, we will set our attention for the next year, and we will be creating this perfect 2023, like a little beautiful script. And just remember, Rumi said, your heart knows the way, run in that direction. So go back inside, go back to your heart knows the way. Okay? And don't forget, tomorrow we'll have this beautiful meditation as well to clear and to release some of the negativities that we accumulated. And then we'll do our manifestation meditation as well. I'm going to stop sharing this. It was lovely to have you here, and I will see you tomorrow. So don't forget to definitely do the exercises in your own pace. And if you can do them today. Yeah, so just take maybe a few minutes at least. I think you need at least like good 20 minutes with some beautiful quiet music, lit the candle, and just do this exercise, like fully and deeply go through every question. And then at the end, if you can release this, do the release. If you can do it today, or maybe tomorrow morning, you can release it as well before our lesson tomorrow. Okay? Have you any questions or anything you want to ask or add? No, great. Okay, thank you so much, guys. And I will see you tomorrow. I hope this lesson really helped you, because it did help me. Thank you. Bye-bye.
See ya.
Yes, thank you, Diana. Bye.